You ready? Hey, Bay Area, you ready?
Where are you going here?
You ready? ESPN sources, the Washington Wizards are finalizing a deal to send Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors for a package that includes Jordan Poole and some draft picks.
Wow.
Chris Paul on the verge of coming to the Golden State Warriors. Jordan Poole
I don't understand
possibly on his way out.
Oh, man.
Once again, ESPN reporting the Washington Wizards are finalizing a deal to send Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors for a package that includes Jordan Poole and future draft assets.
You just got older. And you said it. I'll give you the dub. But that don't make this Warrior team better. Wow, man.
Boy, I guess the Warriors front office
you just
doesn't know
traded a
anything.
guy that could be your future for a dump truck that can't even stay healthy.
Now we all
what are they
Jordan
doing?
Poole.
What are they doing? You just got older.
They got off a ton of money is what they did. They got off of a ton
Oh, my gosh.
of money.
This is a nightmare for your boy.
888-957-9570. Chris Paul coming to the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, my God.
For a package that includes Jordan Poole and
oh, gosh. That's the other.
future draft picks. So that probably may mean the 19. They're going to send the 19 to Washington.
Wow, man. They are really rolling the dice on Poole.
Talk to me. Talk to me, Bay Area.
I want to throw something at you,
Why?
but it ain't you.
Why?
You didn't make the deal. You said he could come and help. That's still yet to be proven. Can he stay healthy? Why would you trade a young Ferrari for something that's Studebaker? That's what this is.
To save money, Guru. To save
but
money.
what about the wins and losses? And to put your hands back on the O'Brien trophy. This ain't it, Jack.
Good move.
This ain't it.
It's a good move.
Please.
Hey, if it's everything for Steph Curry, that's the move.
How if you're losing his production? Jordan Poole's production.
More
You
flexibility.
just talked to what flexibility? I'm talking about wins and losses.
Don't get mad.
I am
Don't get
mad. This is
You're
going
mad
the
at me
other
'cause
way.
I was right.
No, then I'd be a hater. Come on. I can't believe you're right.
By the way,
dude,
great point from the 510.
man.
Thank you. Now they have money to pay Draymond. That's exactly right.
All right.
They just, what's that? The deal's been agreed upon? Done deal. Done deal, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Paul coming to the Golden State Warriors for a package that includes Jordan Poole and some first-round picks. So they get off. So Chris Paul's due $30 million this year. Jordan Poole's due about $28 million. So that works. But the Warriors now come off Jordan Poole's next 3 years, which is essentially $100 million, which within the luxury tax goes to $400 million. So they saved so much money to get Chris Paul and to get Jordan Poole out of here.
But they can't go use this money to get a player, but it can go to Draymond Green.
Right.
Because they're still over the tax.
I mean, they can pay Draymond whatever they want before the trade or even now. But
and even that was...
in terms of real money,
oh, man.
the Golden State Warriors have just moved Jordan Poole for Chris Paul. Go ahead.
JP3 for CP3.
CP knee. Wow. Yeah, that was a good one, Evan.
People, see, I can't, this is where I just can't kind of believe it. You can't want to go all in for Steph and then hate this move. You know what I mean?
Well, how much of this is because Dre and Poole couldn't get along? To me, that's all. It's 99.9% of it.
I think it's
but
less
not
than that.
to this.
I think it's less than that.
You think so?
They don't make this move without Steph and Clay saying, let's do it.
Wow.
And you know what? I'm sure they both want it because
well, you're right.
Chris Paul won't want to be playing 35 minutes a night.
So he'll be coming off the bench.
Most likely, but only half the year. The other half of the year will start when Steph gets load managed. You got more info there?
I'll never.
Yeah, a couple of details from Shams Charania.
Give it to us.
Warriors are sending Jordan Poole a protected first-round pick in 2030 and a second-rounder in 2027 to the Washington Wizards for Chris Paul.
2030 and what?
2027 is the second-rounder. First pick is protected in 2030.
All right, so 2000. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Steiny, I guess we know the Dubs chose Green over Poole. Yes, sir. All right. I'm going to take some calls in a minute. 888-957-9570 is the number. In case you're just joining us, the Golden State Warriors, I think it's a blockbuster. We said if any one of the foundational six goes, that categorizes as a big move. Jordan Poole on his way to Washington. Jordan Poole on his way to Washington for Chris Paul III.
You think Chris Paul found that from his kid?
That's pretty good, Evan. Man.
Wow.
And you're right. The big boys had to sign off on it. There's no way in hell they didn't.
I'll tell you what.
Poole was a problem.
I'll tell you what.
I
like Dunleavy's thought process early.
Are the Warriors better?
It shows how much you know basketball, Steinmetz. They never go after Chris Paul. Chris Paul doesn't make any sense. Chris Paul this, Chris Paul that. Mike Dunleavy and Joe Lacob liked it. Matt, no.
Does it make them better?
Hey, fellas.
Not yet. Hey, Matt, what's going on, buddy? We got CP3, baby.
I was going to talk about something else, but I guess not.
Oh.
I like it. What I was going to say is that I think shooting matters more than it ever has, and that was bad for Draymond. And I was going to say bad for Poole. I mean, good for Poole, but this is good for Poole. He's going to have his own team. They're going to stink.
Mm-hmm.
He'll become a good player. But back to the draft, you have got to have shooters. You cannot have people who can't shoot. I just don't understand. Oh, his shot will develop. Nope, never does. So they are going all in for this year. So I'm assuming that means Draymond has a deal. It would be a disaster if he didn't.
Right. That's a great point, Matt.
But they must. They wouldn't have done it.
I agree. And
then
yes, and don't forget they're saving a ton of money because they got off Poole's contract.
That's right. And you know what? Run it back this year. He didn't say let's run it back 3 years. He said 1. So next year, things are going well. Maybe they re-sign Clay. Maybe they don't.
Right.
And maybe they're $70 million off the salary cap then. So
exactly.
I like it.
Thanks, Matt.
Last little bit.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, Major League Baseball does almost nothing right, but one thing they do that is something the NBA has just got to get into is a truly developed minor league system. Because, I mean, they're kind of leaning that way, but you got to be able to move people up and down.
Matty.
They have to be able to develop these kids.
Matty, great stuff, Matt. I appreciate it. I just sensed the boss coming in and said, look. The Warriors just got Chris Paul and traded Jordan Poole. You can't be talking about the farm system.
Yeah. I'm shocked,
In case
man.
you're just joining us, the Golden State Warriors have just completed a trade. Jordan Poole is on his way to Washington with a couple draft picks for Chris Paul. The Warriors have acquired Chris Paul.
The boss was right. He said he felt like they were going to do something big. This qualifies.
Two Tube says, great move. Question of Size says, what the? Rich Alexander, a horrible trade. City Lock, goodbye Ryan Rollins. Let's see what else.
Jordan Poole is gone, man.
So what happened to the 19th pick? They did not move the 19th pick.
Yeah.
The Warriors traded Jordan Poole, a 2027 second-round pick, and a 2030 first-round pick.
And we got the answer to your question.
It's protected. We'll find out.
First guard off the bench, CP3.
Yes, sir.
And they're still making a pick tonight.
Yep.
Devin and Hayward. Hey, Devin, how you doing, man?
Haystack.
Hey, guys. How's it going, man? I love your show, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
So it's crazy. I was just talking to the guys about it. Me personally, I like the trade for a little while, or at least for now. We got a good veteran leader, a good facilitator that if we decide to play small ball, there's one option, right? Step at the two. He's also very clutch in situations. The midi game is dangerous. Jordan Poole, hey, he wanted more minutes, right? He wanted more opportunity. There you go. So you should be happy. You're away from Draymond as well. Dre, this is the Warriors putting, faith in you because we could have kept, going younger. But I also wonder, does this mean we keep Dre still? Like, what if we go a different direction there? So
keep who?
I wonder if you guys just take on, Draymond, because I believe he's still a free agent. Yeah. I know they might have been trying to open up some money for him, but I wonder, you guys, what's the probability that we don't bring him back either?
None.
Go a different
he's coming back.
I think Draymond Green.
Good Lord.
This signals.
Oh my goodness.
That Draymond Green will be coming back.
You
the Golden State Warriors just saved literally hundreds of millions of dollars with this trade. By the way,
well, Joe Lacob did.
Well, and his investors too. But
yeah.
There's so much we just learned from this move that we've just heard about, and one is. Now, I think it's official. We can no longer say that, like, Joe Lacob's pockets are bottomless, right?
Okay.
I mean, we just can't.
That's a great point.
I mean, this is the second move now where money was a factor. Yeah. Has he been outspending everybody under the sun? Yes, but this is an indication that the reins have to be tightened a little bit.
Yeah.
Steiny, how much are they saving? Okay, well, Chris Paul's making 30 this year, essentially next year. Jordan Poole's making about 28, so the contracts match. Jordan Poole was making four-year deal for what, 128?
Yeah. All right.
So the Warriors get off $100 million that Jordan Poole was due. But in the luxury tax area, that's like $400 million. I don't know. I think it's 4.5 maybe.
But you still don't have more funds or resources to throw in and just go get said player.
But this will be where Joe Lacob says we could not just bring Draymond back for 3 years at $100 million without paying the piper.
And
we don't have enough money to pay Draymond and Poole.
So there was a sacrifice,
Absolutely.
And it was Poole.
Absolutely.
And his future. This one hurts, Steiny. I was a Poole fan. I didn't think it would hurt like this. And, again, I told you I've rooted for Chris Paul so much these last few years. I just think, the best ability is availability. You can't count on him. I know he's smart. I know what he is. But I just think he's at the end.
He is.
And I don't think coming off the bench now, and I know free agency is upon us, but gosh, not having the free throws, the automatic guy that could get you to the charity stripe in Jordan Poole, now you swap that for Chris Paul. I just can't get excited.
I can. And the reason I can is because if they're going to go down this road, go down that road 100 miles an hour.
The Savings Road? What road would you call it?
They would say...
Because I don't think I think they're further from a chip than they were 10 minutes ago before Evan told us that this just...
Well, it depends. Depends if Jordan Poole was going to be Jordan Poole.
Yeah,
you know what? The Warriors we got to get out of here.